the rich kid with a heart of gold. He has a lot of love to give, and he's a very passionate guy. It used to be a master class.
Yeah.
Like me, Varun would just keep staring at KK sir. I mean, क्या करते हैं यार? हर take में कुछ अलग ही करते हैं, and we would just be fanboys. He would give a take and we'd be like, very good यार, very good.
Hi, this is Ankita from Etimes, and today I have with me Saqib Saleem, who's getting so much love for Citadel. And firstly, I want to just ask you that you've surprised people. I think that's the first reaction of people in terms of, Saqib, your transformation. And while, people who followed your work from your very first film,
Like you.
yes, know your potential, okay?
Oh, thank you.
But how does it know when something like this does tap into it truly the way it should be?
Feels great. Like before this interview, I was telling you, हम actors प्यार के भूखे होते हैं. हमें तो प्यार चाहिए कि हमें बता दो आपको हमारा काम अच्छा लगा. You liked what we did. So it's very, very heartwarming to be reading all the lovely things that are coming out, all the lovely reviews, all the lovely messages. अच्छे दिन चलते हैं ना जब when you wake up to like good things about you wake up, you're like अरे ये 5 लोगों के messages आए लगता है इन्होंने रात को खत्म किया है. Then you read, they've written nice paragraphs about you. So it's a great time. It's a lovely time. I'm very, very grateful for this time. We actors look forward to times like this, and I'm very happy to be having a time like that.
Yeah. Which is the best feedback that you've got so far and from home?
It always is from my mother.
Yeah.
And my mother, who loves me vehemently, like कुछ भी हो जाए. And she said, मुझे उससे डर लग रहा था show में. So I feel like if I can evoke that in my mother, then I would have evoked something at least.
She could disconnect from Saqib and could relate to the character, which
Yeah.
is lovely.
And for my mother to say that, because she knows me and she knows how harmless I am in life, for her to believe that, I'm like, okay, that's the best feedback I've got.
Absolutely. But what is the challenge when you transform yourself like this? Because before this you had Kakuda, for which also you had, you had to coach for your accent and dialect.
Hump.
Yeah, and a hump. Yeah. And then you have
physical
this,
comedy, very different from this.
Very
right?
different from this. And then comes this, which is a completely different genre, a complete different character with grey shades. What is satisfying as an actor for you when finally things like this and variety comes in?
No, I'm very happy that Aditya could see that I could play that simpleton, and Raj and DK could see that I could be this no-nonsense, badass agent. It's very, very happy when filmmakers can see that you can play it. Of course, you believe you can play these parts, but it's also very important for the filmmakers to see you like that. So it's I'm very happy with how the year has been for me. I had a release like Kakuda, which was a physical comedy, which was slightly over the top, and this is completely on the other side of the spectrum, which is very restrained, all in the eyes, very less I'm talking, and it's all in the body. So as an actor, I'm very happy with how the year has been for me. I feel like I've been able to show a lot with these two pieces of content that have come out. Yeah.
Also, people have loved your, equation with Varun in the show, the kind of banter that you all shared. Collaborating with him on this one post the show.
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
Tell me the experience and what is it that you take back from working on this set, and of course your equation with every actor, and of course Raj and DK.
No, I feel like Varun, to begin with, is just one of the nicest guys I've met in the business. I call him, he's the rich kid with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
He's just, he has a lot of love to give. And he's a very passionate guy. He really wants to, what I really like about Varun is he really wants to better himself every time. He'll never be happy with the take, and he'll always want to give more. And whether it was on Rohit's set in Dishom or whether it was on Citadel, and I've seen that hunger only grow in him. Usually what happens, it gets diminished after a while, after having achieved what you've achieved. But I feel like he's just laser focused in trying to give his best. And he's a very passionate guy about his work, and and he's got a great sense of humor. And I think me and him because of our experiences together on both those films. एक film में बचा रहा था, एक film में लड़ रहा है मुझसे. So I feel like we've also come a long way in our characters.
Yeah.
So just all in all, a good guy. Experience of shooting with Raj and DK was very good. Very collaborative people. Very good directors. We all know with all the kind of work that's come out. And like I said, very collaborative, very open to how an actor wants to interpret a scene or play a scene. And especially, you see that with people who've not done a lot of work, but people who have a body of work like them and still be so open and not be stuck ki, no, it has to be like this. I think that was a very nice, refreshing change for me in that setup. I had a great time shooting with even Sam, all the other actors, the small Nadia, Kashvi, KK sir, phenomenal. It used to be a master class. Like me, Varun would just keep staring at KK sir. I'm like, क्या करते हैं यार? हर take में कुछ अलग ही करते हैं. And we would just be fanboys. He would give a take and be like, very good yaar, very good. We were like that with him. So I've just had a great time working on this show, taking this ride with all these people. And it's just been very heartwarming, like I said, with all the love that's coming now after this year and a half long process.
Yeah. And you spoke about coming a long way. Let's talk about you coming a long way. Today, I was just telling you even before we started this interview that it was such a great feeling to come and interview you at your office today. Because I've seen and we've spoken when you did your first film.
Yeah, तब मेरे पास घर भी नहीं था.
Yeah.
आज मेरे पास ऑफिस है. भगवान, आप हो.
That sounds so filmy. But how do you look at this journey? Also because, I do remember that because we spoke at various intervals and you said that after being in the business for 4 years, that time when we spoke during Rangbaz, I believe, before Rangbaz, that it took you around 4 or 5 years to sort of get used to the business and how things work.
I'm still getting used to it.
Really? Why? Why would
because
you say
I just don't see it from the lens that a lot of people see it from. I see it, I don't know. Here everything changes every Friday, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like talent doesn't change every Friday. Talent stays the same. Maybe what you were trying to achieve on that Friday was not right. And nobody happens to see that here. And I feel like it amounts to us actor ki wo film chali nahi. So, and now after starting to produce films, I have just realized that actor के हाथ में तो बहुत कम होता है यार. वो तो शूट करके चला जाता है. पिक्चर बनानी तो एडिट पे बनती है. सब कुछ बनता है. So I feel like that business side I don't understand. I try and understand. I'll not say I don't care about it. I really want to get and understand. So I have these set of friends in the industry who I call industry ke producers. I call them every 10 days, 15 days. Ki, sir, according to the industry, this casting works or this casting doesn't work. Because you have to know, right? I may not enjoy it, but this is the playground I'm playing in. So I have to understand the rules and how this world is operating. I can't be oblivious to it. But have I understood everything? No. I'm still figuring out. And I feel like I always want to just keep figuring out. I never want to know everything. I feel like the day that will happen, I'll get bored with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just like bit of surprises here and there.
Yeah, but at that point in time, forget being a producer. You've come quite a long way, let's just say, as a producer, that you've turned producer so soon. But that time as an actor also, you didn't know that PR is needed, this is needed, that is needed. You were so naive and innocent.
I was of the belief कि तुम काम करोगे, वो review अच्छा होगा, फिर call आते हैं तुम्हें. फिर किसी ने मुझे बताया नहीं अरे तुम्हें स्पॉटिंग वोटिंग करानी पड़ती है, होती थोड़ी है. I'm like, अच्छा वो follow नहीं करते क्या? Like I was very naive, very naive.
But how is that?
I still am sometimes. I want to be naive. Can I be honest? I don't want to have a lot of information. I think it just kind of corrupts you slightly. I just want to be unaware. Ignorance is bliss sometimes.
But does it take work in a world like this today, not just the industry, but for all of us in our respective fields, to maintain that innocence and naiveness and childlike quality in a world that's constantly trying to change you?
अपनी दुनिया छोटी बना लो ना. क्यों? Why do you have to people please and be with everybody and why
You've learned that art.
Yeah, I have. I've grown up. Yeah, I met you about 11 years ago, Baba. So I've had my experiences
this
in life.
is going to tell people our ages. How we met so many
Arre, I am
years
happy
ago.
to tell my age. I am 36 years
Me
old, guys. Actors who made their debuts with me are now 3-4 years younger, but I am still the same.
Okay, but how have you evolved as an actor today?
Because I think I've evolved as a person.
Really?
I feel like I've had experiences that a 21-year-old didn't have. And I feel like the more I've learned about acting, the more workshops I've done, the more people I've worked with, I feel like better acting comes from experiences. We as actors have to live moments on screen and we have to make it believable. And and especially we are in a time where we really want to make it believable. हल्का सा भी जाली होता है तो people now point out. So I feel like to be able to recreate that, we have to have experiences. We have to have traveled the world. We have to. This is in our syllabus. Yes, of course, you can go to an acting school and they will give you a method to crack a scene. And of course, we all know that. And a lot of people are propagating that. But experiences. Once you have those experiences, they're embedded in you. And that really helps the actor in you. And I feel like that's what's helped me. I don't like to use the word struggle, but I like to call hustle. I like to call it hustle. The hustle hardens you and gives you so many experiences that by the time you put in front of the camera again, you're a better person, or a far more evolved person, or a far more experienced person. And that shows in your performance.
Okay, lovely Saqib, and always lovely talking to you.
Lovely talking to you, Ankita.